For some strange reason, I found myself at a farmer's market in Santa Cruz. The morning fog had just lifted and the pop-up tents were going up. I was hoping to find a coffee stand that was just selling some breakfast. After perusing all the delicious vegetables and fruits, I decided to go for a walk down these streets that I've only driven past. I notice you tend to miss some stuff when you drive. Walking further along, I came across some railroad tracks. Railroad tracks always seem to lead you somewhere. I can take them south, but it would lead me into town, which I've already explored. So I decided to go north. The train tracks ran across a bridge that spans a gully. I can hear some flowing water beneath. In the middle of the bridge, there was a couch off to the side. It was positioned towards the west, a great view of the setting sun, and in the direction of the sound of the crashing waves of the ocean. As I crossed, I noticed a footpath that ran underneath, so I doubled back and found a way to approach the bridge. I was ducking under beams, climbing over beams, just to find an interesting vantage point for some decent compositions. After about an hour, I decided to go back to the street and walk a bit further towards the roar of the shore. Well, these streets were lined with what seemed like non-operational vehicles and RVs. There was a barking dog that was tied to one of the bumpers. I finally approached the coastline at natural bridges. I can feel the mist of the waves breaking on the rocks below. I was thinking about going on one of those rental bikes, but I just didn't feel like spending the money at the time. The sea lions were frolicking in the water, the birds were in flight, the waves were crashing, and the sky was deep gray. I eventually started walking south along the coastline in hopes of photographing some interesting cliff formations, but nothing seemed to catch my eye. It was time for me to head back. I felt that I had to burn this full roll, so I started shooting from the hip. Of the last 6 frames, only 2 were decent enough to present on this, whatever this is.